going to be talking about a couple of trades that I personally took on SPY and Qs, trading some options contracts. And I think the main lesson of today's video, because these aren't just trade recaps, I like to give a little bit of a lesson in it, is how to trade all-time highs when we're constantly making new all-time highs, or we're locked into a consolidation. So yesterday's video, I kind of touched on that, where that's where I like to hedge. I did it again today. I took one long and one short, the long on Qs and the short on SPY. So let's get into the charts and let's discuss, shall we? One sec, folks. Okay, so now that we are in the charts, let's start with SPY. Obviously, a lot left on the table. There was actually a potential on this for about 400%, roughly 400% move on SPY, but I'm okay, obviously, not capturing the entire move. So I'm going to get zoomed in on these. It's maybe a little bit close. That looks a little bit better. Can kind of get a better view. So, and I'll zoom in on SPY's morning action. So what essentially we were waiting for, the level I really wanted on SPY was this previous close level. And if I zoom in on the daily chart, you can see why. It's having a real hard time breaking this range. I generally don't set my level right to highs because there's always a little bit of tolerance, and I don't want to miss that initial move. And it, again, you can see it worked out really well. So took multiple trades as it was coming into the level. On every extension, you'll generally get a pullback to what I call natural. It's my natural movement theory. It's something I discuss greatly within the walls of Tricktrades, and it is a way to really look at technical analysis and where to pay yourself. It becomes very easy with natural movement theory, so it's definitely worth checking out inside, like I said, at Tricktrades. So what I was looking for here was this first push. We were starting to come into a pre-market range. So I know I'll receive some sort of a pullback. So that's what I did. I entered, paid myself. Now, like ultimately, I want to get it up into that previous close, but it's a matter of time. And I know because of my skill set and my experience that there's going to be plenty of money to be made on the trade coming up into the level. So again, it pushes up, I enter, I pay myself and continue to average in. I ended up missing the perfect entry here, but I was having some issues with internet here this morning. So that's all right. I missed it, but still paid myself. And what happened and why I didn't capture more of a move on this is on that last exit, I ended up fat fingering out the rest of my position. And I believe what I believe happened, because I did trace that back, it was right when I lost connection for a second. So when I lost connection, it fucks up obviously on the broker end as well. So I always zero out the position and then add or type in how many contracts I'd want to sell of that position instead of it being all. So when it flickered, it obviously put my entire position back in. So that's how I fat fingered that. Which is fine. That's okay. Still locking in $1,020 or $1,025 on SPY. So that's okay. But the bigger trade here was on Qs. So I'm going to zoom into this chart. This was a really nice one. And here we go on this. Absolutely beautiful long. So market opens up pretty much right at that previous close. It takes a pop up, comes into trend. There's a mini trend here, kind of bumps its head and pulls back. Now, because of the speed and distance at which it came into that valid level, and I even said before it started pulling back, it's like this is looking like it's trading the exact same way that it has been over the past, few days. And what's happening is they make the action look real stiff, like it can't go any higher. And then that's how they're providing liquidity for themselves, for the institutions, the smart money. And as soon as it looks like it's about to sell off, it doesn't. It, in fact, gets bought right back up. And that's what happened. So knowing that, and trusting technicals and what I am seeing, again, through experience, I'm going to execute that trade. Got lots of size, high conviction trade on this one because, again, it's a move that they've been pulling over and over and over again. So I'm going to take advantage of that and then just paid myself straight on up. So this was a really nice trade. On this one here, worked out to be a pretty nice percentage gain on that, and then locking in $4,350 on that trade, all well within the first hour of the market open, and for the most part, the first 30 minutes of the market open. So locking in well over $5,000 total on the day, just under 5,500, and I cannot complain. So if you want to learn how to become a fully consistent and professional trader and join a premium service, come to tricktrades.com and we will see you guys on the inside, folks. And if not, we'll see you tomorrow right here for free. Adios.